They say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. They're wrong. The road to hell is paved with the phrase, "I'll do it tomorrow." Tomorrow is a mythical land where 99% of all human productivity, greatness, and achievement is stored. It's a place where you are thinner, richer, faster, and more disciplined. But here is the cinematic twist you didn't see coming. Tomorrow does not exist. It is a physiological hallucination. Every time you say tomorrow, you are committing a micro-act of self-destruction. You are signing a contract with a version of yourself that doesn't have the tools to pay the debt. Tonight, we break the contract. We aren't just fixing a habit, we are performing surgery on your identity. Welcome to the 5-point manual on how to stop killing your future. Your brain has two main characters. There's the CEO, the prefrontal cortex, who wants you to be a billionaire and have six-pack abs. Then there's the caveman, the amygdala, who just wants to eat chips and not get eaten by a tiger. When you have an idea, like I should go for a run, the CEO sends a signal. But if you don't move within 5 seconds, the caveman wakes up and kills the CEO. Procrastination isn't about laziness, it's about stress management. You aren't avoiding the task, you're avoiding the feeling associated with the task. The moment you think about that difficult email or that workout, your brain senses danger, discomfort. It tries to protect you by offering a distraction. You must become a rocket launch. NASA doesn't wait for the rocket to feel like flying. They start a countdown. The moment you feel the impulse to act, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Counting backward is a physical act of top-down brain control. It forces your brain to shift from the emotional limbic system to the logical prefrontal cortex. You cannot count to 5 and then sit there. 1 is the physical trigger to stand up. If you don't move at 1, the habit reinforces itself. If you have to do something gross, do it first thing in the morning so you don't spend the rest of the day thinking about how gross it's going to be. If you have to do 2 gross things, do the grossest one first. Most people operate on the path of least resistance. They check their notifications, they tidy their desk, they research. This is productive procrastination. You feel busy, but you aren't moving the needle. Every small, easy task you do drains your willpower battery. By the time you get to the big frog, the project that actually changes your life, your battery is at 5%. You tell yourself, I'm too tired, I'll do it tomorrow. The fix. The night before, write down the one frog for tomorrow. Only one. The morning ritual. Do not check your phone. Do not drink your coffee while scrolling. Go straight to the frog. The momentum. Once the frog is swallowed, the rest of your day feels like a victory lap. You gain a winner's high that carries you through the boring stuff. Newton's first law. An object at rest stays at rest. An object in motion stays in motion. If you want to finish a 10-mile run, you first have to be a person who puts on their socks. The tomorrow habit lives in the fear of the size of the task. Write a 1,300-word script. Sounds impossible. Write the first sentence. Sounds stupidly easy. We often procrastinate because we are perfectionists. We think if we can't do it perfectly for an hour, we shouldn't do it at all. This is a mental trap. Scale down. Every habit can be scaled down into a 2-minute version. Read 30 books a year becomes read 1 page. Do 30 minutes of yoga becomes get out my yoga mat. You aren't trying to do the task, you are trying to start the task. The secret. It is much easier to continue a task you've already started than to start a task from scratch. The 2-minute rule is a launch pad. It's hard to stop once you've already broken the seal of laziness. You aren't weak. Your environment is just designed to make you fail. If you want to stop eating cookies, don't buy cookies. If you want to stop checking your phone, put it in another room. Willpower is a finite resource. If you have to use willpower to not check Instagram every 5 minutes, you won't have any willpower left to actually do your work. High achievers don't have more discipline than you. They just have better designed environments. They make the tomorrow habit difficult and the today habit easy. This is called friction. Increase friction for bad habits. If you procrastinate by watching TV, unplug the TV and put the remote in the attic. Make yourself pay to be lazy. Decrease friction for good habits. If you want to work out today, lay your clothes out in the middle of the floor so you have to step over them to get to the bathroom. Digital fasting. Your phone is a casino in your pocket. Treat it like a dangerous weapon. Between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m., it does not exist. It is dead. Stop calling yourself a procrastinator. If you tell yourself you are a procrastinator, your brain will act like one to stay true to your identity. Forgive yourself for being lazy yesterday, so you can be a warrior today. There is a psychological phenomenon called the "what the hell" effect. It's when you slip up once, like missing a morning workout, and you think, well, I already ruined the day. I might as well stay in bed and start again tomorrow. This creates a cycle of shame. Shame leads to more procrastination because you use the distraction, TikTok, video games, to numb the pain of your failure. Kill the label. You aren't a procrastinator. You are someone who has struggled with procrastination in the past. There is a difference. Micro wins. Build a new identity through small, today wins. Every time you count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and move, you are casting a vote for a new you. The never miss twice rule. If you fail today, that's fine, but you are legally forbidden from failing tomorrow. 1 miss is an accident. 2 misses is the start of a new habit. You have spent your entire life waiting for a feeling of readiness that will never come. You have treated your potential like a debt you can settle later, but the interest rates are skyrocketing. Every time you say tomorrow, a small part of your soul dies, because you have proven to yourself that your word means nothing. You have become a spectator in the cinema of your own life. Are you actually waiting for the right time? Or are you just terrified to admit that if you started today and still failed, you'd have no more excuses left to hide behind? Is your current strategy of waiting for a better version of yourself actually working? Or are you just practicing for a future that will never arrive because you're too afraid to own the present? If this inspired you, give it a like, subscribe for weekly wisdom, and share your thoughts below to grow the Inner Strength community.